Good morning, Olga Geidane with you, and today is the day when we will talk about relationships. Why do I speak on Fridays on relationships? Well, because this is the day when actually you supposedly are done with your work, when you can go back home and finally give your family, give your beloved one, give your partner, give your girlfriend, give your husband, give your boyfriend, whoever you have, the best version of you. That version which is now true you. Because you're not in the work mode anymore. And it's really, really important. You know what, people actually suffer a lot in relationship. They actually take their work, into their relationships. And especially if you're in the family business, when you work together and you have to spend 24 hours together, it is even more challenging. Because how do you keep this work away from your relationships? How do you manage at the dinner table not to talk about work? How do you manage not to affect your partner with your work? That's a question I'm asked very often. And here, as always, it's all about two things. One is your mindset, and second is your habits. So first of all, if we speak about mindset, how can we change our mindset? How can we affect our mindset so actually we tell, you know what, no, enough is enough. I want to spend time with my family. I want actually to give all what I can this weekend, this week, or this day. It's up to you what schedule you have. I'm not here to tell you what's right, what's wrong, but whatever time you have, it is up to you what you're gonna give to your partner. And here, let me ask you a few questions. How important for you is to give your partner everything? Some of you might say, you know what, I can't be asked. That happens. Some people will say, yes, I want to give all to my partner. I want to be everything for my partner. I want to be the rock. I want to be that support. I want to be that home for my partner. So when my partner comes back home, I want to be there for him or for her. So what do you want? Because this is where you should start. From what exactly do you want? And I know many people now will say, yes, but my partner, he's not doing this, she's not giving that, she's not whatever. Of course, yes, there are situations, and of course you will face the reality of seeing yourself and your actions in the mirror of your partner. So if you think something is not done, what have you done? If you think something is not maybe up to your level of expectations, well, let me ask you a question. What is your expectation about yourself? Okay? Because very often what we do, we have very high expectations from other people, and we have very, very low expectations of ourselves. So here my question is, what do you do? What do you do towards your partner so actually your partner, within the natural of reciprocation, actually wants to do something back? And I will not repeat myself again about love languages because we spoke about this. But part of love languages, it's about giving first. It's about giving first. If you want your partner to be a rock for you, be the rock for your partner. If you want your partner to be that support, that solid understanding, that solid listening, then give it to them. Because what you give, you will get back. And yes, I know, some of you are in a wrong relationships, okay? And that's why you are never getting anything from your partner. And let me explain why. Because some time ago you built this story in your head that probably you don't deserve somebody better. Or maybe you were thinking that you were having some fears and you were thinking that if you're gonna have a partner who is your level, then something will make it dangerous for you, and something will make it uncomfortable, and something will just not the way how it should be, and therefore you settled for something less, which is more comfortable and nicer and kind of safer. Okay, so if you are in relationships where you don't get even though you give, think if you're in the right relationships, because probably you settle for that out of safety. And if you want to be that, entirely up to you. I'm not here to tell you what you should do. There's no right or wrong. But if you give, you never back. You never give, you receive back. It means something is wrong about that, okay? And you need to have a conversation with your partner, because another version, why it's not happening, apart if you're in the wrong relationships, could be also that your partner just doesn't get it. You know, there are some people, and probably that can be very eye-opening for you, there are some people in this world who haven't been exposed to what relationship is like, what relationship can be like, because they probably never had a family with, again, we don't have right or wrong, but perhaps they never had a family where they would be able to see that version of family which you expect them to give it to you. And therefore here you need to just have a conversation and just to open up. And here's the bit, not to be scared to open up, right? To open up and to say, look, I know you love me, I know I love you and we want to be together, but some things are not working out. Can we make them work? And you have a human conversation. So if you give, you never get back. One, you're probably in the wrong relationships. Two, you just need to talk to your partner, okay? Because usually after estimating if you're in the wrong right relationships, if you are in the right relationships and you talk to your partner, usually things are solved, okay? And if they're not, call me, okay? We can talk about it. I'm not gonna take other people's time to actually talk about more versions. But the second thing, apart of the mentality, which is giving first what you want to get back from your partner, is also your habit. As you know, you wake up and hopefully you go and brush your teeth. The second thing, your habits are driving you every day. Whether it is the way how you drive, which is again is a habit, whether it is the way how you speak to people, which is again is a habit, or it is the way how you communicate with your partner, and what do you do when you are together. Do you have a habit, for example, to look for events and activities together? Do you have a habit of organizing things for each other? Do you have a habit of giving that undivided, full-on attention to your partner? Do you have a habit to text your partner, hey darling, I miss you? These little tiny habits, this what makes your partner feel special. So yes, you can have the perfect mentality, you can give a lot, but if you don't have a habit of doing things together, if you don't have a habit of organizing them or thinking or discussing things together, if you don't have a habit of actually, you know what, we have a rule, we put our laptops away and we give each other back attention, be told, then I'm not sure where your relationship is going. Because you got to discuss your habits, you got to discuss what you're gonna do, you got to discuss how you're gonna make it work. And if you really think relationship just happens, well, I don't know, maybe just make a video about that. Because so far I haven't seen relationships which just works. It's all about a little bit push here, a little pull there, a little bit effort here, a little bit of open up here, a little bit of sharing, a little bit of understanding. It's always a process. Just like in your body, you have your heart beating, your blood going through your body, you have the oxygen coming in and coming out. Everything works effortlessly. Absolutely everything, okay? But for the air to come in, you have to breathe, okay? You have to do some effort, okay? And for the sake of having some blood in your body and that regenerating and that not clogging up the veins, you have to eat healthy, okay? The same with the relationships. It's not about replacing your lungs. No, it's about doing that little effort, you know, breathing that clean air. You can choose whether you go to the city and you stay all the time on the street, or you go to the effort and you go out to have some fresh air in the mountains, you see? So the more self-care you put into your body, the more your body is giving back to you. And exactly the same is with your relationships. If you have a habit to look after your body, just like after your relationship, you will have healthy, beautiful relationships. Because I honestly, so far, haven't seen a beautiful body which is stuffing itself with absolute crap, doesn't care, doesn't look after, doesn't have showers, whatever else, alright? It just doesn't happen. And the same, whether you want it or not, is with relationships. Little effort will make your relationship beautiful. So, just to conclude this all, why don't you sit down and just write it down. What do you think about relationships? What is your mentality, right? What do you think? What is your perception of your relationships? What it's like? And second thing, what are your habits when it comes to your relationship? And if you just do these two things, in addition to start habit number 1 today, leave your work within your work and spend time with your partner, I am sure your relationship will be beautiful. And if not, well, what can I say? I am here, right? And I can talk about it with you. Well, enjoy your weekend with your amazing partner. Give them all your love, all your affection. And you know what? Just tell them how much you love them. Enjoy it. That was Olga on relationships. Bye.